everybody, welcome to the video I'm doing right now. Today we're talking about the 2010s animated movies. We're doing a tier list right here, you can see all these movies. I'm joined by DallSmick. How you doing, my dude?
I'm doing really well, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Good to have you on the channel again.
Yeah, glad to be here.
This is take 2 of this, so we might be repeating a few things, so forgive us if we sound a little dull the first few movies. But yeah, the 2010s, these movies were definitely interesting. It's an interesting decade. We've come a long way, I guess. Like, it's definitely more interesting than the 2000s in terms of the animated movies.
I'd say so, yeah.
I think that, yeah. So, do you want to jump into it? Anything to add before we start?
No, you said pretty much everything, I'd say, so, I guess we can just go through the ones that we already did.
Yeah, check out DallSmick's channel in the description, by the way, if you're interested.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, so Cars 2, we're starting with that one. What do you think of it?
Garbage.
Yeah, last time I gave it a 4. I think that's good. It's definitely one of the weaker Pixar movies.
Yeah, maybe garbage was not the best word. It's not one I ever want to sit through again.
Yeah.
And then, I believe it was Despicable Me 2 was next?
Despicable Me 1, yeah.
Oh, 1, yeah, my bad.
Yeah. So, what do you think of it?
It's fine for Illumination. It was a decent start. We'll definitely get to the rest later, but I think it was a decent opener for the company.
Yeah, I think it was a good movie. I'd give it probably a 7 or an 8. Actually, not a 7. I'd probably give it a 6 or a 7.
I put it at a 6.
6? Yeah. Let's just put it at 7 for now. We can change it all later.
I like it less and less every time I see it, but it's not a bad movie.
Yeah, after this, the whole Minions thing came along, and then the Illumination just became a terrible thing we know it does today, but...
Yeah, we'll get to those, though, don't you worry.
Yes. Alright, Romeo and Juliet. I've never seen this.
Yeah, I didn't really see much of it either.
Yeah, I'll just put it there. By the way, for people watching, these are the the roll tiers or whatever I put it as. So you can see it's the same as my Spongebob 10 words or less videos, so but it's numbered 1 to 10, so yeah. Alright, Kung Fu Panda 2. What do you think of that one?
It's really, really good. I love it.
Yeah, I agree. Not as good as the first one in my opinion, but a solid looking 8, I'd say.
I do think it is a little better, but probably not by too much, but I still have it at about an 8.
Yeah. The first one was a 10 for me, but that came out in 2008, so we can't talk about that.
Yeah.
Alright, Legend of Guardians.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I have the DVD for this. I saw it when I was a little kid, but I don't remember anything about it. It's a Zack Snyder movie, so if that tells you anything.
Yeah, it was heavily advertised. I remember that.
Like, yeah, you can tell that they Zack Snyder probably focused more on the visuals of it and not the story. Batman v Superman sucked. All right, let's move on. Mars Needs Moms.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I saw it and I reviewed it in my top 10 worst animated movies video. It's getting a 2. It's terrible.
It looks like garbage. That's the only thing I remember about it, was that the trailers looked so disgusting.
Yeah, do you want to say the thing you said last time about it?
Oh yeah, my mom really likes this movie.
Well, it is called Mars Needs Moms, so I guess that explains it.
Yeah.
Alright.
She's probably available for that too. Oh my god.
Alright, Puss in Boots 3D. I never saw it.
I did. I saw it a few times. It's not great. It came at an awkward time where, like, Puss in Boots they were trying to really make it into, like, this whole spin-off thing.
Yeah.
But it just didn't go
I'd rather
really
have
well.
one on Donkey, although that would probably be like Cars 2. They'd focus on the comic relief, but...
Antonio Banderas as, like, Puss in Boots is great, but he needs, like other types of characters to work off of to work, and this just didn't work very well.
Yeah, so what would you give it?
I put it here at a 5.
Alright, we'll go 5.
Yeah.
Okay, Wreck-It Ralph 1. What would you say about that one?
It's been a good minute since I've seen it, but I do actually really like this one.
Yeah.
I remember enjoying it very much. I mean, obviously, like I grew up in like the '90s, and I played a lot of arcade games and all that.
Yeah.
So it's a fun one. Like,
Yeah. It's a Pixar movie. Is that correct?
I think it's just the standard Disney
Yeah.
animation.
Okay. What do you want to put it? I'm thinking an 8 or 9. It's a pretty good movie.
I'd put it. I'd put it at an 8, me
Yeah.
personally, but
Okay.
you are definitely welcome to put it wherever you want.
I'll put it at an 8. Okay. Rango.
Ooh, have you seen this?
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna stop myself. I love this movie a lot. I
Seriously?
highly rec. I love this. I highly recommend it. It's got a really interesting sense of humor about it. It's a great one.
Yeah.
I think Johnny Depp is perfect in this role. I don't like Johnny Depp
I
all
don't
that
either.
much,
He's in a lot of
but
movies I like. He was in like Edward Scissorhands, but like other than that,
he's like a good character actor. People
yeah,
threw him into things where he wasn't very interesting. He was very dull, or they just make him do Jack Sparrow again. This was, I
yeah,
mean, it was a little bit like that, but it's very fun. He's very just like eccentric, and he's just playing off of like strange like redneck hillbilly type characters. It's got a good sense of humor about it.
yeah.
Um, it's a really good movie. I recommend anyone see it. I'd put it personally at like an. I'd put it at an 8.
And oh, seriously? So you think it's on par with like Wreck-It Ralph?
I mean, in different ways. Like
Okay.
whenever I put them on that scale, it's for different reasons. I
Yeah.
think it's got a different tone than Wreck It Ralph, but I think it's pretty good. Like
Mm-hmm.
on like par with it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stop talking about it now. We can move on.
All right. Shrek Forever After.
uh...
It's never ogre.
oh,
I had to do it. I'm sorry.
I I'll let you take the lead on this one because I'm
I never
not gonna be
saw it, to
doing
be
this.
honest. I know it's not
Really?
as worse as the third. People like to defend it more, but
I really, yeah, I didn't like this one very much. I'd
I only
probably put
remember
it.
watching like Shrek 1, I think. I don't actually think I watched the other Shreks, which is probably surprising to most people.
I guess I will be fair. There are some like funny moments. Like there's some legitimately funny things in it. There was a there was a really amusing Beastie Boys reference that got
Yeah.
me. There are a couple of jokes in there that get me, but I really just didn't like a lot of the characters. They
Shrek
did
is
like a
so
fat.
interesting. Like it's popularized so many trends, like the dance party at the end or stuff like that, and it's so cliche, but everyone just loves it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's a
They
meme.
well, it's also because they were like satirizing Disney, and
Yeah.
that was like a solid angle for them. But as it went on, like it just gets so uncomfortable to watch. And in this one, not only does everyone get like a factory reset, so they're not even like the same characters, but
Yeah.
Shrek is just like a bitter jerk throughout the entire movie. Like everything they established him having a happy life, he's like, no, I hate my life, I hate my children. God, why can't my life be good again? And I'm like, dude, that's so
Fargus,
uncomfortable.
Felicia, and what was the other one? Farkle.
I didn't even know they had names.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Where would you put
I'm
it?
putting this at a I'm putting it at a 4. I really don't like this.
Oh, really? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
All right, I'm gonna move Cars 2 down to 3 just so we feel good about ourselves. Because I don't
I
think
might
it's the same as Shrek Forever After, even though I haven't seen
I
it.
I might tweak it a bit because some of these I haven't seen in like a few years,
Yeah,
but um, that's about a ballpark range. I don't like it, and I have it on par with about Cars 2. So
yeah.
we can move on.
All right, Teen Titans Go to the Movies. I saw this one in theaters, and I
I
reviewed
did
it.
too.
Yeah, it's a
I
decent. I'd give it like a 7. Just short and sweet.
uh, I would give it. You know what? Yeah, it was actually better than I thought it'd be.
Yeah,
It legitimately like made me laugh really hard at certain points, and I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's better than the show by every stretch, but
Yeah,
if you want to see my full thoughts, just check out my review of it. It's like from last year.
it's a pretty good like it sums up my thoughts on the show pretty well. There are moments that are actually fun, and then some that kind of take it a bit too far. And this you just have to digest in like an hour and a half, I think, which is fine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, Wonder Park. What do you think of that one? I never saw it.
I reviewed this movie, I think. Oh my god.
What do you
I
think
I
of it?
actually when I did my review, I thought it was just really mediocre.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually saw this in the theater twice because I missed the first like 15-20 minutes of it when I first saw it. So since then, I definitely am not a fan of it. It's probably a 4 for me.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Okay.
I can't imagine kids even liking this. Like there were really no one saw this movie anytime I went to go
I
see it, so
saw.
I can't imagine.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw the ad for this. It was. Is it the one with like the magical like Wonderland?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Like the advertising didn't make any sense either. Like they didn't know how to market this movie because it just was confusing. So when you
Yeah.
go see the movie, you see the trailers and you're like, what is this? This wasn't in any of the trailers.
Yeah.
It's just a bizarre movie.
We're gonna be talking about Smallfoot later. I think they're the same for me. I haven't seen them. The advertising is so
I
bland. Although
I
Smallfoot,
cannot wait to talk. I
yeah,
can't wait to talk
Smallfoot.
about Smallfoot.
All right, until we get there, let's talk about Monsters University. I think this
Oh,
is a little overhated. I give it like a 6 or a 5,
I
but
would
it's a
definitely give it a 5.
yeah, it's a decent movie. I put it at 5.
I don't
Not decent.
particularly like it, but it's not a bad movie by any means.
Yeah,
It, it
Tintin.
it's I didn't actually see this.
I saw this. It's a good movie. I like Tintin. It's
It
because
is
I
on my
grew up.
watch list though.
I grew up watching the or like reading the Tintin or watching the Tintin cartoons from
Yeah,
back in the day. It's a really good show. I would recommend it. But it's pretty old and classic. The
it
movie is
is on
good.
my watch
It
list
had
though.
yeah, it had motion. I don't know why every early 2010s movie had to be in motion capture, but
Oh God, yeah.
yeah, Polar Express was I think late 2000s, so that would probably count. And then there was this Mars Needs Moms. I
I
mean, I
think the
guess it was
Christmas Carol kind of did that too,
yeah,
right?
yeah, with Jim Carrey. Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was like a popular thing back then, probably, or like the new technology or whatever. Um,
Yeah, they were flexing it hardcore.
yeah, I'd give this a 7. Um, because I don't really remember too much about it. It might not be a perfect plot or whatever, but it looked decent. I remember that much.
Every like list I've seen that talked about Tintin, they really liked it, so I'm
Yeah.
excited to see it. Because
Okay.
when I do my own video, like more in depth about this, it's definitely gonna be on my watch list.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to Lego Batman. Great movie. I
Uh,
saw this one in theaters as well. I'll give it a 9. Will Arnett
Weird
kills it here.
relationship with this movie.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
I
why?
went to I went to go see it in theaters, but I wanted to go to bed, so I left halfway through and
Oh
just
my
waited
god.
until I just waited until
Seriously?
it was on Hulu. Yeah, well, I get free tickets, so I can usually afford to do that. So
Oh, nice. Wait,
I was
why do
just
you have
like,
free tickets? Do you like work at the theater?
no. My mom has this like rewards program at her work,
Oh,
so
nice.
she like cashes in certain like I guess there's like a point system, so she'll get certain things that she knows people like. She knows I go to the theater a lot, so she'll throw one my way eventually.
Nice.
And I just used one of those to go see it.
That's
But then
awesome, dude.
I saw it on Hulu, and it's definitely not as good as Lego Movie, but it's
Actually,
a
yeah,
good
I'm gonna move it to 8 because Lego Movie's definitely higher, and I don't think it's better than
it's
Kung Fu Panda, Wreck-It Ralph.
it's a good satire on like Batman.
Yeah,
Like there are some really funny jokes about like the Dark Knight and a bunch of other Batman related things.
yeah, I like the part
Um,
where he did the thing where showed all the clips from all the movies. That was really funny.
yeah, I'd put it at. I also love Will Arnett in animated
Yeah,
movies. He's
he's
great.
awesome. His voice is just
We kind
killer.
we kind of skipped over it in Teen Titans Go to the
Yeah,
movies, but he was great as Slade.
yeah, I definitely.
So I'd put it at a 7.
I put it in 8. It's
Uh,
just Spinions, I guess.
yeah,
All right, Angry
yeah.
Birds the movie. I also saw this one in theaters, or I think I saw it at home. I don't remember, but actually, yeah, I think I did. I didn't see the second one, but I saw this one in theaters, I believe.
So what did you think?
Like a 4 or a 5, just bland, predictable, that kind of thing.
I don't remember too much from it, so I can't imagine it's anything above
the animation
a 5.
the animation is good, but I'm gonna move Monsters University to a 6 because I think that's better than that. But
it's got a good cast. I'll give it that. I like Peter Dinklage. I like
Peter Dinklage is awesome.
Of the people that are in it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like all the people that are in it. I just don't really like.
Who's the guy who plays Olaf? What's his name?
That's Josh Gad.
Josh Gad. Yeah, I like him as well. Although he's not in many good movies nowadays. He was in Pixels and I don't know.
He works really well as like a raunchy comedy actor, but the problem was after Frozen, he got cast in a lot of like family movies, and I'm sure he has fun with them, but they're kind of out of the niche. He does really well when he's like unfiltered. He's
like the Jonah Hill, but like just funnier.
He's hilarious. I love him.
Yeah. All right, Smallfoot, you were excited to talk about this. What do you think of it?
Let's talk about atheist propaganda, the movie. Did you see this?
No, I never saw it.
This is a bizarre movie. It's not very good, in my opinion. I think Channing Tatum, he was the main character. He did a pretty good job. Mm-hmm. It's got not Josh Gad. Who was it? James Corden is in it, and he's awful.
I hate James Corden. He's in terrible. He's in Peter Rabbit, Emoji Movie. He's not in any good movie. He's in Cats.
No, he's not in any good movie.
I don't think if he gets cast for a good movie, he's just like, no, I only play terrible movies, dude. Sorry.
James Corden, I'm sorry, but you might be a cool dude, but you're not in anything I like.
He's not even cool. I watched his show. It's terrible. It's just like Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah. Like, I'd rather watch Jimmy Fallon.
So this movie is really weird in that I like the message, but the movie is not very good. Some of the songs are fine. They're not great, because it's kind of a musical at the same time. Like I said, Channing Tatum did a good job. The message of this movie is so bizarre, and it's not even in the advertising. Take a quick guess what you think the message of this movie would be.
Believe in yourself.
That you'd think that so the message of the movie is be skeptical, don't believe everything everyone tells you, and if you're presented with like a crazy religion or crazy concept, ask questions, be skeptical, and find the answers.
I mean, it's not a bad moral. I kind of agree with that.
I just was not expecting it when I went in. I'm like, oh god, this is atheist propaganda. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it at a 5. It's not bad.
So you're saying it's better than Wonder Park?
It's definitely. I had more fun laughing at just the concepts. Anyway, we can move on.
All right, Sausage Party. Let's get down to business.
I'll let you lead with this one.
I never saw it.
Oh, you never saw it?
I'm too young to see this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
I'm only like 7 years old. What do you mean?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm only 9, but I have a fake ID.
Yeah.
Ouch! My leg just walked joints for a second. I saw this opening night, and I actually thought it was hilarious.
A hero will rise. That's literally what it says on the poster.
But I watched it since then, and I'm definitely not as on board. I just get so tired of the Seth Rogen style humor.
Who directed this movie?
I don't remember who directed it. It could have been. All I know is that I don't know if you heard any of like the stories about the production of this movie, but the animation staff was heavily mistreated. I think they weren't paid properly for their overtime, something like that. So there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that does affect my opinion. But if I had to give it a rating, it would probably be a 4.
Oh wow.
It is like once you kind of get over the Seth Rogen humor, it's just a really obnoxious, non-sequitorial movie where everything is just grotesque and vulgar for the sake of being vulgar.
Yeah.
All of the human characters have exaggerated like sexual features. There's I don't even want to describe it, a lot of it, because I know you're very like PG on your channel, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna save everyone the description, but there's a very disturbing scene at the end. There's a disturbing scene at the end and I hate it.
Alright.
This is not a good movie. Anyway, let's continue.
Madagascar 3. Europe's Most Wanted. Ooh. Never saw. Actually, I did see this, but it's so forgettable. It's the one where they're like on a train, right? And there's like some circus animals or whatever. I don't care about this movie at all.
I think there are certain things that are kind of funny in it, like with the French police, but that's about it. It's very forgettable.
I want to give it a 2.
You want to give it a 2?
I think it's worse than Cars 2, so I'm giving it a 2. Because Cars 2 is a 3 right now.
I'd have it at about the same. I'm giving it a 4.
Okay, so let's just average it. I'm just gonna go to 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Paranorman. I never saw this movie at all.
I am in love with this movie.
Seriously?
This is legit like my favorite Leica Studios movie.
Oh my god. What is it about?
So it's, I mean, that's the thing, is that the premise sounds so like cliche. It's about a kid who is able to see dead people, and his family has like this lineage where some of them can see dead people, and I think it's like his great uncle or something.
Yeah.
Is passing him on with a task, where he has to read a story to like of a witch, or else she'll come out and like bring people back to life. And so it's literally just like she comes back, brings back these zombies, and they just kind of run amok around town. That sounds like such a cliche premise, but as the movie goes on, you realize that there's more to it, and that it just becomes so like just heartbreaking.
That sounds kind of cool.
After the second, after the big twist, it becomes a totally different movie, and the message of it is really good. There's a funny joke. There are so many funny jokes. I love this movie so much. I'm giving it a 9.
Oh wow, seriously?
I love this movie. Where is Paranorman on my list? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm giving it a 9. I love this movie.
Alright, gotcha.
Yeah.
Hotel Transylvania 1. I think that's 1.
Hotel Transylvania 1. I actually like this one.
Actually, this might be 2. I'm just not sure. Yeah, it is 1. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I never saw it. I haven't seen most of these movies. I kind of feel like some guy who hasn't seen movies, but like, you know.
They get worse as they go on, but the animation style is really good for like an Adam Sandler movie.
This is an Adam Sandler movie?
Yeah.
Oh, does he voice one of them, or does he direct it?
He voices. I think he might be in charge of some of it. I don't really know, but he's the voice of Dracula. You've got some of the other guys voicing characters, like Kevin James as Frankenstein. You got David Spade as the Invisible Man. Mm-hmm. It's a fun one. It's got a lot of obnoxious pop culture references, but it's got a really wacky animation style to it. They move very interestingly. It's unlike a lot of other animated movies I've seen.
Yeah.
It's not great, but it's a cute movie. I like it. I'd put it at about, I'd say it's a 7 for me.
7?
That's good.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Finding Dory.
No.
No. That's the first thing you say. I'll just put it at 5. Actually, I kind of want to put it with Monsters University, since they're both Pixar sequels.
Where did you put that one at again?
6.
Okay, I'm putting mine at a 3.
Oh wow, seriously?
You don't have to average it out for me. I legitimately do not like this movie.
I never saw. I'm just gonna put it in never seen then, if we're doing that.
I really do not like this movie at all, but it's more so personal reasons. It just is one of those really obnoxious Disney sequels.
Yeah. All right, Lego Movie. 9 right there. That's a 9 out of 10, or 10.
That's an easy 9.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah.
It's
Captain Underpants. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Captain Underpants. I was just gonna say it's the same dudes behind like 21 Jump Street and Spider-Verse, those types of movies. I think that's them.
Yeah.
They are legitimately funny people, and they can make any type of premise work. And from what I've seen, they are like geniuses. Lego Movie is incredible. Let's talk about Captain Underpants.
I saw Captain Underpants. It's pretty good, I'd say. The animation's awesome. I have to give it that.
I do not have the authority to judge this movie because I fell asleep halfway through.
Seriously?
This was around the point where I started I might derail a bit, but I started falling asleep in the theater very consistently.
I give it an 8. Actually, a 7.
I'm not gonna rate it because I was actually really excited to see this because I read Captain Underpants all the time growing up.
Same.
I liked what I saw, to be fair. So I'll probably give it a 7, just because I liked what I saw. Nick Kroll was really annoying, but I liked everything else.
Okay, I saw Ratchet and Clank. What do you think
I did not see that.
Didn't see it either. Planes.
I didn't see that either.
I didn't see it either. Alright, that's moving along then. Tangled. I saw this one. It's a good movie.
I really love this one.
7. Easy.
Yeah, I'd give it a 7.
Okay. Zootopia. A bit overrated in my opinion. Probably a 6.
When I saw this, I was going at it from 2 different angles. There were the furries who hated this movie because they hated it for weird reasons, and then there were the furries that thought this was amazing. So I'm like, okay, should I like this? Should I hate this? And I'd say it's average. It's a 6 for me.
6, okay.
It's got that annoying Disney style humor that gets on my nerves, but it's not a bad movie.
Yeah, Turbo.
When have you seen it?
Turbo. Yeah, I've seen
it. We have a joke about this movie at work, actually.
What?
So we have an assistant manager who misspoke in a conversation, and he's like, "Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is really hot," and he meant that by saying that he's popular. So whenever we have hot screens, we like announce we say popular screens down low, and we named every size screen after a Ryan Reynolds movie based on how good it was. And we have this one at an 18 because it's actually not too bad.
Oh my god.
I have it at a 5. It's not good.
I'm giving it a 6.
Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Spot. Ew. No.
I like this movie. What do you mean?
I do not like this movie.
I'm giving it a 7.
I am giving it
Why don't you like it?
It's okay. I'll just say it's not bad. It's not a bad movie by any means. It just felt very unnecessary, and it just went in a really strange direction. It just felt like a movie that didn't really need to exist.
I thought it was kind of creative. Like with Incredibles 2, you're getting the same thing again, but like with this one,
yeah,
they go inside the internet. It's an interesting kind of concept. I don't know. I like it.
I mean, I can see people liking it, so I'm not judging anyone, but I didn't like it. I will say, what's really funny about this movie? Did you hear about the DVD prints for this?
No.
So they thought they were gonna win Best Animated Film of 2018. So before the Oscar winner was, they printed copies that said winner of the Best Animated Film of 2018, and then it went to Spider-Verse.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They probably meant to say like nominee or whatever.
Yeah, well, it was Disney. Disney usually wins, so I think they were confident. But I was just surprised that they thought that was gonna win instead of like Incredibles. I thought that would have been like the winner, but I guess they put their money on
I didn't like
Wreck-It Ralph
Incredibles,
2.
to be honest. I thought Spider-Verse deserved it.
Oh yeah, I
Anyway.
thought it deserved it too.
Anyway, Inside Out. It's a 7 as well.
Inside Out.
Yeah, 7. It's a good. Actually, I might move up to an 8. I think it's good.
It's one of my favorites. One of my favorite Pixar movies. I have a weird relationship with it because it won Best Animated Film of 2015, and I don't agree with that, but it is still a good movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
have it at an 8 for sure.
I mean, I don't think the awards should interfere with the quality of the movie. I don't know.
No. I just like to see what other people think, and I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, true. All right, Smurfs. Didn't see it.
It's fine. I'm putting it at a 5. It's very mediocre.
Okay, I'm just gonna put it never seen. By the way, we have no 1 out of 10s or 10 out of 10s, so we're really.
Oh, we'll get there. Don't worry.
Megamind. I love this movie. I'm giving it like a 7.
A 7's a good spot. It's very funny.
Or an 8. I'm giving it an 8. Yeah, it's awesome. Will Ferrell in an animated movie. That's an epic win.
Will Ferrell and I think his name is the guy who played Minion. His name is I can't remember his name, but I love him so much.
Yeah, Brad Pitt is also in this, and
he was legitimately great.
Yeah,
Brad Pitt was amazing in this movie.
I know there's more celebrities in this too. I'm not sure who they are right now. Actually, I'm gonna Google it. Give me a second.
Okay.
We've got Will Ferrell, Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill, Tina Fey, David Cross. Wow.
David Cross, that's who it is.
Yeah, the guy who was in Chipmunks.
Yeah.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Let's pretend that didn't happen.
Gotcha. Okay. Shaun the Sheep.
I'm gonna be honest. It's been like 8 years since I've seen this movie. I think
I haven't seen it either. I don't really care about Shaun the Sheep.
There's one scene that's really, really funny. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a surprisingly funny movie because there's no dialogue, so they play with that a bit. But it's I'm not gonna rate it because I can't comment, but it does have some good parts in it. I'll say.
Yeah, 100%. Spider-Verse, 10 out of 10, right there. That's their only one.
Yeah, I know we're conforming to that, unfortunately, but this is legitimately one of the best animated movies of the year or of the decade.
Yes. Good dinosaur. Okay, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't know if it's top 5 for me, but it's definitely
it's number 1 for me.
20. It would be in my top 20, I'd say, maybe top 10. It's legitimately great. You've all seen it.
Actually, Spider-Verse is my number 2. Number 1 is obviously the Emoji Movie. That's the best movie I've
seen. Are you copying my cheat sheet? What the heck?
Alright, Good Dinosaur. What would you give this one? I never saw it. I heard it's not that good.
Ew. We're putting it I'm very unfair to this movie, so I'm gonna try to be fair and put it at a 4 because it is bad.
Okay. Apparently it was a box office mess as well. It wasn't too successful.
I'm not shocked. It didn't look very good and it was not advertised to the best of its ability.
Yeah, but the animation was awesome. I've seen some clips of it. It's just awesome.
It's fine, yeah.
Alright, Ice Age. Ice Age 4.
The fourth one.
I haven't seen any of the Ice Ages. So.
Oh, you didn't even see the first one?
Nope.
Dang. That's the one I'd recommend. That's the one I'd recommend, honestly. That's my favorite one. It
always seemed so pander. I never, even as a kid, I was like, no, that's not that good. I watch better movies.
The first one's a very different one than all the others. Once the second one hit, they got very pandering and pop culture-y, but I would put the fourth one at a 3 because it's really, really bad.
Alrighty. Frozen. The first one. I really don't like this movie. It's not a bad movie, but it's so cliche.
Goodness. Oh my gosh.
I'd give it a 5 or a 4.
Okay. I'm a lot more mean. I'm giving this a 3. I really don't like this movie.
I gave it a 4. I think it's worse than Angry Birds, honestly.
It's really not good. There's a lot of contradictions in it, in some of the characters in the story that I just can't overlook. The songwriting too. I don't know about you. I love musicals. Yeah. I hate the writing strategies that they have for these songs. It's not good at all.
It got stuck in so many people's heads, and in school, it's the most. I was the biggest victim of this because I was in like the 3rd or 4th grade when this came out. All the kids in school, let it go, let it go. It was so annoying.
I think I graduated the year that this came out, so I was thankful to avoid that. But it's more so like some of the songs are actually like legitimately good. I like the opening song with the ice harvesters. I like Do You Want to Build a Snowman? Because those do a really good job at setting up a musical. But then you get more songs that are really just terribly written. Like, I think my least favorite lyric is like, I'm elated or gassy, but I'm somewhere in that zone. I don't like that type of like really obnoxious like millennial style writing.
Yeah.
It's so lazy for like Disney standards, and it just keeps doing that. So this is a bad movie in my opinion, but I'm also very unfair. But we can move on.
I'm honestly biased towards it as well. Okay, Peanuts. Never saw it, but it looked really good.
It's got a cute a cute animated style.
It's cute. Yeah, I wish I saw it. I might see it soon. But
I might. It's probably not gonna be very as good as I expect it to be, but it's it's a Peanuts movie.
Okay, Big Hero 6.
I'll let you lead real quick.
This one was great. I liked it. I'd probably give it like an 8. I thought it was really emotional. I remember watching this movie a couple times when I was a kid. It's just awesome.
I think it's fine. I probably would put it at like a 7 actually.
Yeah, I moved down to 7 as well.
It was at a 6 for me, but then I read the manga and have a new sense of appreciation for the movie.
Yeah, you can tell the passion they put into it. It's really sweet and it's cute and it's awesome. I like it.
It's got creativity too, because Plan of Action was actually behind it, if you know who that is.
Yeah, they made Ben 10. I love Man of Action.
Oh, yeah, he's great. Like, you can really see his style in this.
Yeah. You know Man of Action's a group, right?
No, I don't.
There's like 4 guys.
Is it really? I just assumed it was one dude.
Yeah, it's like a company, but it's awesome. They made Generator Rex, all the Ben 10s.
That's false awesome. Advertising, man. They all need credit. Don't call yourself Man of Action if there's 4 of you.
That's so true. Okay, so yeah, I'd give that a 7.
Yeah, right. Moving on before I embarrass myself.
Let's move on now to the Emoji Movie. Where would you put that? It's a 1 for me.
A 1 for you?
Yes.
You can keep that there because I don't blame you for thinking that.
Mm-hmm.
I would put this at a 4.
Oh, what? Seriously? What?
Yeah.
You think it's better than Madagascar and Cars 2?
I don't think it's better. It just didn't irritate me as much. that's I guess that's how I would rate, like, how I would justify it is that it didn't get on my nerves nearly as much.
I'd rather have a frustrating movie than like a boring movie, though.
I will say though that I did destroy this movie in my Emoji Movie video. So
yeah,
that might justify it. I relieved all my hatred for it when I shattered it to pieces after I spent like $100 on this entire goddamn movie.
Alright, let's move on to Coco. I think it's a little overrated. I give it like a 6.
It's, I like it. I would probably put it at a 7.
Yeah.
The more I watch it, the more there are some faults with it, but it's it's fine. It's better than some of the Pixar movies that were coming out at the time.
Yeah, it's a little cliche. Like, there's this kid whose parents don't want him to be something, and he becomes it, and, you know, be yourself or
It's
whatever. Just all the
such
same
a
stuff.
such a crazy premise too. Like,
Yeah.
it's like a Mexican family that doesn't want him to play music. I'm like, there's so much music in your culture. What?
It's so true. Okay, My Little Pony the movie. This is for all the bronies out there.
Oh
What do you
god,
think of this? I didn't see this movie.
I'm trying to remember because I did review this on my channel. It was like one of the first reviews I did. I remember really not liking this movie. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Sorry, I moved it around. I would put this at a 4. It's pretty bad.
Okay. I'm gonna move it to a 3 just to make all the furries mad at me.
That's fair.
Okay. How to Train Your Dragon 2. I think this is 2. Oh, actually, it might be 1.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
have
the
to
first
check.
one.
Yeah, it's the first one.
Um, it's an interesting one. What do you think?
I haven't seen it. So.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Okay.
No.
I like it. It's I've talked about this with my friend. He hates this movie like a lot. And he's the first person I've ever met who does, because he read the original book for this.
Oh.
And it's one of those cases, but apparently this movie deviates so much from the book that it's, I guess, insulting. But yeah. I think it's fine. I'm gonna put it at I'll put it at a 7. It's a good movie.
Okay. Nice.
All right.
Moana.
You see this one?
Yep.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I give it a 6 or a 7. It's pretty good. Another cliche Disney movie.
I'm putting it at a 7. It's not spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
But I was so glad to see a Disney movie that wasn't, like, mediocre.
I think it's the same as Coco. I put it the same as Coco and Zootopia.
Well, I was happy that it was better than Frozen, and I think that might have affected. I also really like the ending of the movie, so that also helps. I think it's good, and I like watching it more than some of the other Disney movies that came out this year, or this decade.
Gotcha. Okay,
7 for me.
Trolls.
Ooh.
The sequel's coming out next year. I haven't really seen it. I haven't seen the first one either.
I've seen the first one a few times. It's cute. I like Justin Timberlake in this. He's fine.
Is it a DreamWorks movie?
Yeah, it's a DreamWorks movie.
Okay.
I do like Anna Kendrick and Justin Timberlake, but this is another one of those. I don't know how much people talk about this, but I hate DreamWorks movies. They do this a lot, where they have a bunch of characters that are just there for you to sell toys. And you like, they're just made to be like, oh, hey, I have this character. He's the toy I got for Christmas. But when you watch
Shrek 3 in a nutshell.
When you watch them in like the movie, they have like 3 lines and don't do anything. And the only reason you know their name is because you have the toy.
That's also one of the problems with Kung Fu Panda. Like, how many lines does Jackie Chan's character, the monkey, say? Or like the tiger?
Yeah. Kung Fu Panda is like a good movie too, so like I would barely count that, but that is fair.
Yeah.
What would you give this movie? Like Trolls, Ugly Dolls that came out this year. That's a good example of that.
We'll be reviewing that later too.
Oh yeah, we will. But I don't like that trend, and that bogs it down for me. So I'm putting it at a. You know what? It's not bad, so I'll put it at 5.
5, okay.
It's very bland.
Okay, and now Melissa. I've heard this is a great movie. It was a box office disaster, which is pretty sad, but yeah. Yeah,
it's weird. I'm putting it at a 10. I legitimately love this movie.
Yeah.
It's hard to talk about because, like, if you talk about it, you potentially risk ruining someone else's experience. Because it's just it's just such a hard movie to talk about. But what I will say is that it's a really good like exploration into a very flawed and just not great person, but you kind of understand why he is the way he is, and that lends its way into the animation. Like it's all claymation, but the weird part of the movie is just how he sees the world.
I really
And
want to see this.
yeah, it's I don't recommend it for everyone because it's very clearly an adult movie. There's language, there's nudity, there's very like bizarre things that I don't recommend for everybody, but it's if you're an adult, I do recommend it.
Yeah. Okay. Got you.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's just a real quick review.
All right. Despicable Me 2.
Um,
I'm giving this a 5. We watched it in class the other day because it's Christmas break. Just really bland. I don't like it a lot.
I don't like it very much.
Not
either.
the worst, but it snowballed the whole Minions trend, and that's why it's garbage. I think.
I like the character design on like the villain of the movie, like
the Mexican dude,
guy.
El Macho.
I like him. He's adorable
awesome
to me. It's his nose. His nose is just like the most adorable thing. I'm like,
it's so big. I love it.
I love it too. That's the only thing about that movie I remember, though.
Oh my god. Gru's nose. The Gru has no neck, and his nose is like a pointy, like, sword. It's awesome. Although, he might have a neck, but he's wearing a scarf, so you can't really see it.
The scarf is his neck. What are you talking about?
Okay, let's move on. Despicable Me 3. This is really interesting.
Where is that? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Wait, I still don't see it on my list.
I'm sorry. I moved some of these around because of like sequels and stuff. So.
Oh, I gotcha.
Because they were out of order, so I want to be in more of order. Despicable Me 3. I didn't see it. It's the only one I didn't see. I've seen Minions. I've seen all the other ones, but I haven't seen this.
I didn't.
Actually, really I did. I did see this movie. I saw it once. I barely remember it. That's why.
I like Trey Parker. He is legitimately funny in this, and I love South Park, so that's the main reason I went to see this.
But... Yeah, I remember Gru and his brother were going up like some mountain or like some wall to go in a fortress, and then Gru's brother kept making noise and stuff. It's just so stupid. I hate this movie.
I'm giving it a 4 because
I'll give it a 3.
Lot about this. Oh, 3. You know what?
I think at least Frozen or Good Dinosaur, at least they try to make something meaningful. They try to make something unique. This movie is just a bland kind of
very
mush.
by the numbers.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Alpha and Omega. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
Oh no, you're fine. I was just saying I remember this movie.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
It's been like I don't think I've seen this since it came out. But
yeah.
I think wasn't Justin Long in this one, or was that someone else? No, it wasn't.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
It's it's not very good. I'm putting it at a 5.
Yeah, I put it at never seen.
I will say that Tomar from Oni Plays is in one of these, and that's really funny to me.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Minions.
Ew.
I'm putting that as 1. By the way, we're seeing a trend. Emoji Movie and Minions are both featuring yellow people. Racial insensitivity right here. I had to do it.
I don't know. I'll put it at a 2.
Okay.
I'll put it at a 2. But 1 is not unacceptable for me.
Yeah.
That's totally fair. It's garbage. I really don't like this movie.
All right, let's move on to Croods. This is actually one of the first movies I saw in the theater. That's not a joke. The first movie I saw, we'll get to later, because it's on this list, actually.
Okay.
I actually went to the theater a little late. This came out when I was 8 years old. I think I went to the theater sooner than that, but this is probably the first one I remember watching, like, actually watching with my dad. It's a fine... I'd give it, like, a 5 or 6. I'd give it a 6. I think it's as good as Moana. It's pretty creative.
Yeah, it's a cute movie. It's one of
the funnier ones on this list. I'll be honest.
It's also got like Avatar: The Last Airbender style creativity with its animals too. I like that.
I'd say it's like as funny as maybe Captain Underpants. That was pretty, or like Lego Movie. It's that funny.
It's a funny movie. I like it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd put it at a 6. Or not a 6. Yeah, I'll put it at a 7.
I put it at a 6. Okay, Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs, number 2. What do you think of that one? I didn't see it. Again.
I did not care about it at all.
Yeah. I don't think anyone... I remember this was a show on Nickelodeon at one point. Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs.
Oh yeah, it was.
And it had like terrible flash animation too, but...
It did, I remember that.
Yeah. It's actually pretty recent too. I think it's like 2017 or 18, actually.
Yeah, it was somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to move on now?
Yeah.
Let's move on to Home. Oh, sorry.
Ew. I don't like that one.
Yeah, it's very...
I need to find it on my list real quick. I'm not seeing it.
It's the one with the purple man with the eyes on the bottom.
All of these pictures are meshing together with me. If you have anything, Oh, there it is, sorry.
Yeah. I think this is a very, again, pretty bland. I give it like a 4 or a 3. Actually, I give it a 3. It's pretty bland.
I don't think it's awful.
I barely remember anything about this movie.
I'm just going based off of like the words on this, so it's bad. I don't like Rihanna. She's not a very good actress.
Yeah, I remember in this movie there was a girl and this alien, and they started off hating each other, and then she grew on him or something. I don't know.
This was also capitalizing off of the actor who plays Sheldon Cooper, who is a good actor. He's a good actor.
I'll tell you what. His name starts with like J. Jim Parsons.
Yeah, he's good, but they were capitalizing off of the Sheldon Cooper thing, which...
yeah. Wait, did he voice this character?
Yes, he did.
What was his name? Oh, his name was O, right?
Yeah.
Character?
That was kind of a cute joke, but that's like the only one in this movie that I actually like. Everything else is really weird.
Yeah.
It's got the same ending as Chicken Little, too.
I never saw that. Alright, let's get to the best film on this entire list, Norm of the North. A cinematic masterpiece. I think this should have won the Oscar that year.
I didn't see this.
Rob Schneider's best work. I'd give it a 1. If I'm being unironic.
I can't comment. I haven't seen it.
It sucks. Just watch like one of the reviews on it. I actually reviewed it in my top 10 list on animated movies. It's terrible. It's just garbage.
I'm gonna have to, because I do... My don't lot about this series, so we're gonna collaborate together and talk about it, because it is
Don't watch the other movies. Just watch the first one.
Well, I'm gonna watch the fourth one, because it came out...
oh, God.
I'm making a 2019 list, so...
God help you.
I know. I don't want to digress too much, but this year was not very good.
I disagree. We got some pretty decent ones on this list.
I
other than Toy Story 4, this year pretty much sucked.
It's been a very slow year.
Yeah.
But we can move on to whatever's next.
How to Train Your Dragon 3. I didn't see it.
I have weird feelings. I was actually thinking about this movie today.
Mm-hmm.
While I was... Because I'm going to start scripting that video sometime soon, but How to Train Your Dragon 3 has a lot of really cool ideas and concepts that make for a great, like, story.
Yeah.
But it's... it reminds me of a movie that came out last week, actually, where it's Rise of the Skywalker.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a movie that's trying to cram 2, like, full-length movie ideas into one. You have a secret world where the dragons live and trying to find it, and you have, like, an international allegiance of, like, dragon hunters.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a cool idea. But they just didn't pull it off, and it's like juggling multiple crazy ideas and not making it work very well. So I would give this a 5.
Yeah, I put it as never seen.
It's very, very bland, but it does have some good moments sprinkled throughout.
Okay, let's move on to Lego Movie 2. I saw the first 10 minutes of this, and I thought it was so boring. Definitely not as good as the first one.
I've been avoiding it as... I can't avoid it any longer. I haven't seen it, but I really didn't want to see it for whatever reason.
I'm going to put it as like a 4. Good. Just a 4.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, How to Train Your Dragon, whatever that is. 4, 3?
2.
No, the one with the 2 dragons with the heads. That's probably 3.
Oh, did we talk about the second one just now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I messed up.
No, you're fine. I saw the third one. Let replace that. The third one is.
I haven't seen either, so it doesn't really affect my list.
Sorry for the confusion, people. I just talked about the third one. The second one I like. I'm giving that a 6.
Okay, I haven't seen either, so it's fine for me. Okay. All right, Happy Feet 2. Really bland. I hate this movie. 3. Or actually, I might give it a 2. It's so boring.
I'd give it a 4 because I don't really have much of an opinion, but it's not good.
Yeah. Okay. Hotel Transylvania 3, or whatever that one is.
I didn't see it.
2 or 3.
That looks like the third one.
Yeah, I think we already talked about. No, that's the second. Sorry.
Is okay.
The one with all of them in it, and then the third one's the one with the beach. So.
Okay, I guess I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the default settings on this one.
Yeah, so I flipped them around, so I apologize for that.
No, you're good. The second one is 5, I guess. I never saw it. Really care. I didn't care for it. It's got cute moments, but it's not the best.
Yeah, the Lorax.
Ew.
I know.
This is a 2. I really don't like this.
I disagree. The memes in this movie are so... I'm giving this a 10. It's actually official.
I saw this on the plane. I saw this on a 9-hour plane ride, and it didn't...
Oh my God.
I couldn't fall asleep, so I watched this. And then I was mad.
It's not a bad movie, per se. It's just that the message is to, like, be environmentally friendly, and then this was, like, advertised with, like, a Mazda commercial. Like, it's so stupid.
Yeah, this had crazy advertising. They're like, you want to help the environment? Buy the new Toyota Hyundai Mustang.
Yeah. Even if it was, like, with, like, I don't know, like, Tesla or some kind of hybrid car, but no, they just chose to do it with some random gasoline car.
It also kind of missed the point of the original story.
Yeah. Alright, I put it as 10 as a joke, but I'm going to move it down to, like, 2 or 3. Right. Actually, I'm going to give it a 4. It's a good movie, but the messages and stuff like that.
Alright, what's next?
You got a dirtbag! Okay, sorry. Hotel Transylvania 3.
I did not see that one.
I didn't see it either.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that. Ice Age 5.
No. No. That is a 2.
You saw this?
Yes.
Oh my God.
It is so annoying. It's got Adam... Wait, what's his name? He's from Workaholics, that really annoying guy. He also plays Pizza Steve.
I don't know.
He plays Pizza Steve and Uncle Grandpa. I like him, but he's so annoying in a lot of these. And he was in this, so was Keke Palmer, so was one of the gay guys from Modern Family. This movie has so many people that I can't
Which one? The one with the beard or the fat guy?
The one with the beard. He plays like a hippie llama. They also brought back they brought back the weasel thing from Dawn of the Dinosaurs, and one of the voices in his head is Neil deGrasse Tyson. This movie pisses me off with just weird... I don't know why I hate this movie.
I'm gonna clip this and put it on Twitter. This is actually going on.
I'm so sick of this movie. I'm putting it at a 2.
Alrighty, let's move on to Incredibles 2. What do you think of that one?
I like Incredibles 2. I like it.
I'm giving it a 4. Actually, I'm gonna give it a 6.
I'm giving it a 6 because it was not better than the first one.
Yes.
But I still like some of the parts. My favorite parts were mostly Bob and the kids because that felt true to the original. It had the same writing style. Everything else just was kind of bland.
All right, Kung Fu Panda 3.
I don't think I remember this one very well.
It's the one where he went to like the panda place and there was like kids and his whole family was there. I don't remember it too much.
Yeah,
I saw this once.
Then I definitely don't remember it very well, so I probably won't rate it.
I'm gonna put it as a 5.
All right.
Because I have too many and never seen. I want to give some opinions here. Okay, Ugly Dolls. You were mentioning this before. What do you think of it?
Ooh. Oh my goodness, this movie is 3. I don't like this movie at all.
3.
I don't like it at all.
Wow. Okay.
I also don't like the teenagers that were sitting in front of me at the theater. They can all go kill themselves for all I care.
What were they doing? What teenager goes to see Ugly Dolls?
Well, I'm an adult and I went to see it by myself, so I guess I can't judge, but they were on their phones the whole time and talking.
Were they like 14 or 15 or like older?
They were like 16, 17.
Okay.
Anytime I go see... It's always ruined by teenagers when I go see a movie. Infinity War was ruined by teenagers.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's so annoying.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna sound like I'm a teenager. Okay. Let's keep going. Rio. I think this is either Rio 1 or 2. Yeah, it's Rio 1. What do you think of it? Never saw it.
I don't like blue sky movies very much. Rio is no exception. I'm giving it a 4.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't see the second one either. The second one.
Rio 2 is worse. It's getting a 2.
Okay. Now, let's get ready for the best movie on here. Sherlock Gnomes. Let's get into it.
I was very thankful that I didn't see this.
It's getting a 2.
It's getting a 2. Yeah, I saw someone review it. It didn't look good.
Okay. Peewee and Mr. Peabody and Sherman. I almost said Pee-wee Herman there.
What did you think of this one?
I didn't see it.
So. It is a weird movie. It's got a lot of obnoxious, it's got a weird sexual humor to it that I really hated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving it a 3. This is a bad DreamWorks movie.
Yeah. Rise of the Guardians. I saw this in school, and it's so boring. One of the worst Christmas movies. No, I hated it. It's a clever concept, but it's so boring. The color grading is terrible.
I am giving it a 6 because there are things about it I really like, and there are things about it that are very boring.
I'm giving it a 2.
I am giving Chris Pine prop though. Chris Pines, whatever his name is. I legitimately like Jack Frost in this, but I don't like really anything else.
Yeah. Okay. Book of Life.
I love this movie, actually.
I do too. I think it's decent. I give it like a 6.
I like it a lot better than Coco. They're both very similar movies.
I think they're the same for me, honestly. I don't really remember Book of Life too much.
It's a lot more fun and energetic.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna give it an 8. It probably doesn't deserve to be that high, but I really like it.
Yeah. Not Job.
Did you see this?
Nope.
Oh, thank God.
I'm glad I didn't.
On my list. There it is. I'm giving it a 4. It was not good.
Yeah. I give it a 3. And finally, this is actually the first movie I ever saw in theaters. Mm-hmm. Actually, wait, give me a second. I gotta end the stream again. Alright, the first movie I ever saw, we finally got to it. Escape from Planet Earth. So, this is an interesting story. I saw this first, then I saw Croods in 2013. It's a pretty bad movie, I'm not gonna lie, from what I remember.
your first movie experience was bad.
Exactly. And yet, here I am. I'd give it like a 5. I don't really remember it too much, but it's nostalgic for me. So.
Okay, that's fair.
I remember those one scene at the end where there's these two naked dudes, like, these two guys, and then they, like, zoom by them and it's only, like, their skin showing, and it's like they're covering themselves up. It's really funny.
Jeez, that's gross.
This is a masterpiece. Alright, let's move on. Cars 3.
Not very good.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I did. I saw it for the Emoji Movie video because I wanted to make sure that no other movie was like worse.
Mm-hmm.
I'd give it a 4. It is not as bad as Cars 2, but it is not good either.
Yeah. Okay. Storks. Hey, DallSmick, where do babies come from?
It comes from Amazon.
That's probably a thing. If you search baby on Amazon, you see what comes up.
I don't want to think about that.
Okay.
So, have you seen this one?
Nope.
I actually kind of like this one. It's got some cute humor, but that's also because I love Andy Samberg. He's funny. Mm-hmm. It's got some annoying stuff in it, but it's not a bad movie. I'm gonna give it. Where is it? There it is. I'm gonna give it a 6 plus.
It kind of looks like. To me, it kind of looks like another. I don't know, another like Ugly Dolls or Trolls. Just a bunch of celebrities they shoehorn in. I don't know.
I mean, they do have some of that, but it's got cute and creative humor. And I'm a sucker for things that are, like, really, really adorable, and the babies in that are, like, the most adorable thing ever, and it just, like, oh my god. I just become pure estrogen. I love everything about those movies. They're so cute.
Get it? That's the joke. Estrogen, because it's about storks. Sorry, I had to do it. Okay, what would you give this? I'm gonna put it's never seen it.
It's 6 for me. It's average.
Okay, next up, we got The Grinch by Illumination Entertainment. I reviewed this movie.
You
the
did?
review didn't really get any views, but like I did, and I gave it like a 2, I think. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it as 2.
This actually might be a controversial one for me because I actually think this is not too bad. I'm giving it a 5.
Actually, I'm gonna move mine up to a 3 because I don't think it's that bad, but.
But I also base it off of the other Grinch movie that was really contrived.
With Jim Carrey?
Yeah, the way they describe like why the Grinch is bad in this is satisfying to me because I mean I kind of relate with it because I'm a jerk who just is really grumpy about stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I'm a Grinch in my own way too, and they nailed it on the head. But everything else was really, really, really boring. And that
I thought
who was the little girl too.
I honestly think the baby Grinch in the Jim Carrey one was better than this. I'm not gonna lie. This one's just so predictable and wishy-washy. It's so I don't know. The other one at least had some kind of moral.
Well, I'll put it this way. I think that the way the Grinch was handled was a little better in my opinion. Everything else, well, Cindy Lou was very like. It didn't feel natural. Because it's like the 6-year-old kid is like, I just want my single mom to be happy for the day. I'm like, wow, really?
Yeah. This movie's just, I hate it. Like, the song that it's a Grinch, the You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. They made it some stupid pop song.
That's bad. Yeah.
The animation for the Grinch, like the Grinch doesn't even look scary in this. The whole point of the song is to say how his smile is full of termites and there's like spiders in his mouth or whatever, or his garlic or whatever. And this one, it just looks kind of like just some grumpy old dude. It doesn't look like a scary old Grinch, you know? I don't know. He doesn't hate it. Him and his dog are like mutual friends here. It's not like he doesn't even hate his dog.
You make good points. I'm moving this down to a 4.
Okay, now job 2. Kevin Hart is back.
Okay, now it's gonna be a 2 now that I know that.
Yeah, I never saw it. I'm putting that as never saw it.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. I'm just putting it on number 2 because you talked about Kevin Hart. Okay, let's see what else is next.
Secret Life of Pets.
No.
I know, it's Toy Story ripoff. Annoying, predictable.
That is a 3 for me. I don't hate it. I just do not like it
I think
at all.
I think it's worse than the Grinch. I'm giving it a 2.
It definitely is. Grinch is probably my favorite of Illumination, and I don't even think it's that good. So
I agree. Despicable Me 1's probably my favorite, then Grinch, but the way I ordered on the tier list might seem a little contradictory, but it's just quality based. I don't know. It's more how I enjoyed it. Anyway.
My favorite animated movie is not even like the best like quality movie, so it's all good.
Yeah. Alright, Planes 2, Fire and Rescue.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. This was everywhere too. They advertised this a lot.
It's so weird.
Yeah. And now let's get into something a little more in my ballpark. SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water.
Oh, okay.
I reviewed this movie. I reviewed a lot of stuff on this list. I really liked it. I think it's the best Nickelodeon movie in terms of animation. Probably in terms of everything, because Nickelodeon live-action movies are garbage.
Wow. Wonder Park is in the corner crying right now. Goodness.
I think the first one is a lot more nostalgic, and I don't know what the third one's going to be. That's going to be fun to watch this year. Or next year, I guess. But are you going to see the third one when it comes out?
Probably not.
Seriously?
Might. I'm not sure. I'm not a big SpongeBob fan, honestly.
Yeah.
That's just because I've been watching it since 1999 over and over.
Yeah.
I like this movie though, just fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I give it an 8.
I'm giving it a 7 because it was good.
Okay.
The first one would be like an 8 for me because I love that one.
Mm-hmm. Sing.
Yeah.
Another one by Illumination. Actually, is this one by DreamWorks or Illumination? I forgot. It is by Illumination.
What is it?
I believe. Sing. I've never heard someone have that reaction before. That was brilliant.
I'm giving this a 3.
Oh my god.
The more I watch it, the more it gets on my nerves.
You think it's the same as Grinch? Actually, I put Grinch as 3, you put it as 4, but...
Yeah, well, you know what? If I were to meme for a sec, at least Funny Man Seth MacFarlane did a good job singing. That's the only thing I can say about it.
Got it. Okay.
He's a good singer. Okay, what's next?
Toy Story 3. We actually reviewed this together in our collaboration.
Toy Story 3?
Yeah, 3. I mean, we talked about it in the video, is what I mean.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did. I talked a little bit about it.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like this one.
This is one of my favorite... This is probably my favorite animated movie. I'm putting it as 10.
I can see why people like this. I think, actually... I remember CinemaSins really liked this movie, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm giving it a 5. You do not have to change to...
Just the... Yeah. I just love this movie. The animation is awesome. There's a lot of emotional scenes. It's not too pandering. It's not too forced. The ending scene, especially, that's one of the most genuine scenes, I think, in all of cinema. Like the last scene where he gives away his toys. That scene is awesome.
It was a little hokey for me, but it worked for a lot of people, so that's just me being like dumb.
Yeah, the Randy Newman score, again, it's brilliant.
Score is really good in that movie.
Yeah. It really helps out. A lot of movies, like a lot of Christopher Nolan movies, they're some of my favorite, like Inception or Dark Knight, but there's not much music. Like there's not a score to it. It's just like one note for the most part. Like in Dark Knight, there's not really a theme to it. It's just Hans Zimmer just having kind of a good time. But in these movies, the music really helps out. You know, it's not just story driven.
It's fun.
Anyway. Yeah, go ahead.
What's the next one?
What would you say about it if you're interested?
Oh, it's it's my least favorite Toy Story movie, but that...
Seriously?
Yeah,
Wow.
I it's not that it's bad. I just think that there are parts in it that are not very like well done. I don't like certain aspects, but I'm also reviewing this as it's like a Pixar movie. It's not bad by any means, but there are a lot of goofy moments in it that it kind of makes me cringe at points, but I just want to stress that it's not bad. I just didn't
Yeah.
enjoy it very much,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm putting it at a 5 because it's not a bad movie. So
All
that's
right.
about where I put it.
Staying on the Toy Story theme, let's move on to the fourth one. Came out this year. What do you think of it?
I mean, I talked a little bit about it in the video we did with all those other dudes.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really talk about the problems I had with it because that was more so everyone else's part. I'd say there were things about it I didn't like. I did not like the comedy. I did not like. There were a few characters I wasn't really into, but
I definitely
like I
agree.
said,
Like that small thing with Bo Peep, the little, I forgot her name.
yeah,
The police girl or whatever.
I don't
Even
like thinking about her.
yeah, even the Key and Peele, the two plush characters, they're so
I don't like them at
forgettable.
all.
They're so annoying. Yeah.
Key and Peele work like well in certain things, but they don't really work in this. And that little cop character, like, she put a really messed up image in my head just based on a piece of dialogue in it, and I'm like, I don't want to think about that. That's just.
What?
She's like, that reminds me of the time I got with He-Man. I'm like, no. No, thank you. No, I don't want that image in my head. That is gross.
Okay.
But
Where
I
would you
talked
put Toy Story 4?
I wait, what?
Where would you put Toy Story 4?
I'm putting it. Let me just find it real quick on here.
I'm gonna put it
There it
as
is.
a 8. I'm gonna move SpongeBob up to a 9 because I think it's better than this, but I'm gonna keep Toy Story 4 as 8.
I'm putting it as a 7 because, like I said in the video we did, I love that there were like consistent on certain themes. The
Yeah.
themes that they had in it were really, really well done. I like the villain character because she wasn't really even really villain, but she got like a nice little happy ending. She just was really sympathetic.
Yeah,
And
I
I
didn't really
liked
know how to
how
feel about her. Like with Lotso or with Stinky Pete, it was kind of like we hated that character. But here, she's kind of like, there's not really much to
she
think about.
yeah, she had a goal. Woody was nice enough to fulfill it, and she's just like, "Hey, sweet, thank you very much." But then it was met with disappointment. I'm like, you know what? That's relatable. Like
I don't know. I feel like it didn't leave enough conflict.
I was worried. I was worried that she was gonna be like they were gonna overdo it, but they didn't, and I was really pleased by that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was the way they ended off the movie that made it work for me. So I wouldn't put it. I'd put it at a 7 because I think it's good. Probably not
I'm
the
gonna do that
best
too.
animated movie of the year.
I'm gonna move
Not the
SpongeBob back
best.
to 8 and move that to 7. Because also, I feel like they could have used the other characters like Buzz more and all the other characters that were in the fan. But
I'm not
anyway,
too bothered by that, but I do agree.
yeah.
Yeah, we talked
Lego,
about this movie enough before.
yeah. Lego Ninjago, what do you think of that one?
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. Boss Baby, what do you think of that one? Boss Baby was, I liked it. I thought it was funny. Alec Baldwin is the best casting choice here.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
A 4? Yeah, I'm not saying it's a great movie. I give it like a 6.
No, you're welcome to do that. It's got a bunch of meme moments for sure, but I'm not crazy about it.
Yeah, actually I move it down. Actually, yeah, 6 is fine. Oh,
It's also got that trend that DreamWorks does where they have like a really goofy premise, but then the movie devolves into the same like type of schlocky stuff where like the
yeah.
characters have like the climax comes to where they hate each other. They go away for 5 minutes. They get over it, and now they're the best of friends. I hate that. DreamWorks does it a lot.
Yeah.
I take points away from them if they keep doing it in any movie, and this is no exception.
Yeah. What do you think of Pets 2? Secret Life Pets 2? I didn't see it.
I have not seen it.
Yeah.
I was putting it off for like most of the year.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't see it. How about Brave?
Unpopular opinion, this is a great Pixar movie.
Seriously, I hate this movie. I haven't seen it. I mean, I've seen it, but I don't remember it at all. I give it like 3.
I'm giving it an 8. I think part of it is because of like the lore stuff that they introduced, but I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It probably doesn't deserve to be. You know what? I'll probably drop it down to a 7, but I appreciate this movie a lot. So,
All right.
We can continue.
Yeah, Lion King 2019. It's funny because everyone calls this a live action movie, but then on every animated list, everyone calls this an animated movie. It's so annoying.
I would consider it animated.
It is, and it's like 99. I think only like the ground is actual live action, and they probably tweak that up with CG.
No, I was gonna save my thoughts on this because I've been working on a video about Lion King since after the Family Guy video.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 1 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm giving you
easy 1 out of 10.
I haven't seen it, and I'm glad I didn't see it, so I wouldn't support Disney doing this.
I'm going to like save my thoughts, most of my thoughts, until my video comes out. But they pull so many writing tricks and they add so many unnecessary details that they bog down the plot. This movie sucks. I hate it.
Yeah,
it's a 1 out of 10.
How about Angry Birds 2?
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. I kind of want to see it. It's probably entertaining, but it probably sucks as well.
Who knows?
Alright, we're getting to the final 2 here. Addams Family, that came out a few weeks ago.
I don't like this movie.
You don't?
No. Did you see it?
Nope.
I don't like it, and I'm probably alone on it, but part of the reason there are parts of this movie that like hurt my eyes because it just gets so bright when you focus on like the human characters, and the human characters are disgusting looking. Some of the worst like character design. Now, like I told this to my friend, and he said he's like, to be fair, it's based off of the original like comic book or like the comic strips, which I think lends itself to the Addams Family characters just fine. They look really, really good, and I like some of their parts, but the human characters are gross. It's not very funny. It's a weird movie. Yeah. I like some of the actors in it. There's some fun comedy in it. It's morbid in some of the right ways, but it's just not very good in most other areas.
Gotcha. And last and least, Frozen 2.
Ooh, did you see this one?
No.
Oh my god. I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about this one, because it is better than Frozen by a long shot, but it is still very bland.
Mm-hmm. What would you rate
it? I would rate it as a 5. It's very mediocre. There are characters in this movie they introduce characters that do nothing. They don't contribute really anything. Like, and I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but there are some main characters in this that don't do anything. Like, they just have nothing to do, and I'm confused as to why they're there. Like, you don't do that. Don't ever do that with your characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a pretty interesting list.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining me, my dude.
Yeah.
Again, guys, go down in the description. I'm going to leave some links to some of DallSmick's videos, his channels, Twitter, and all that stuff. All that jazz. So, yeah, please subscribe to him. He's an awesome guy. And
thank you.
Yeah, what do you have to say? I mean, I know you're looking at the list as well. What do you think of this? I think it looks pretty good.
My list is not as negative as I thought it'd be.
Yeah. I have a lot more in the pause. Actually, it's pretty much even for me.
It's it's about even for me. Like I got like a couple 10 out of 10s. I got it's hard for me to think a movie's like super amazing, but I'm glad that I have more like positives than I thought I would. Um, yeah, this is a pretty solid list and a pretty good overall view of what I think. This year was shoddy, but there were some really good gems that came out.
Yeah. So if you guys are wondering if you're watching these on the bottom, there's some left that I just didn't include because some of them are animes and stuff none of us have seen, so we wouldn't really be adding much to the conversation.
I've seen a few of them, but they're not really worth talking about.
Yeah. So, yeah, tell me what you think of all these. Again, it was pretty fun. If you guys were wondering what I thought, or what we thought of the Stern movie, so now you can know what we think of them. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I have a video coming out very soon, after the new year. It's a big one, so stick around for that.
Yeah, and also don't watch Lion King 2019, please.
Don't watch this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.
Take care.